What's up, my beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel.
Oh, okay.
Okay, guys, so I was just messing around. I've just always wanted to do that because I always see YouTubers doing that. But yeah, that's not how I'm going to open my videos. But anyway, thank you for clicking this video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Brittany, but you can call me Bree. And I make content related to my autism diagnosis. Today's video, we are going to discuss parenting with autism. What's that like? And how was that for me? And how did I overcome some of the struggles that I had to deal with? So we're going to break today's video down into 3 parts. On the first part, we're going to cover the struggles that I had parenting and not knowing that I was autistic. And then part 2, we'll discuss some of the ways that I overcame it. And then 3, we're going to discuss some of the tips that I like to share just in case someone may be experiencing some of the things that I went through or did experience. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, then definitely stick around. Okay, so let's get into the video. So before we do get started, I do want to go ahead and say that this is going to be video 4 in my Let's Talk series. And so this series is meant to be interactive and for us to continue the conversation within the comments. So what I would like to say is this is a judgment-free zone. And so parenting is a very touchy subject for many. No two people will parent the same, and that's fine. And so with continuing the conversation in the comments, please be gentle, please be kind. There's no judgment here. This space here, you are totally free to fail, because sometimes with failure, there's growth. And without that failure, sometimes there's no growth. So we're all imperfect. So let's be nice and encouraging to each other. So now that that's out the way, let's start with the struggles that I had with parenting and not knowing that I was autistic. So one of my autistic traits is loud noises. I don't like loud noises, or sometimes even just noise, period. If there's a lot going on, like multiple areas of noise, that really bothers me. And the only way I can explain it is it's painful, it hurts, and it makes me angry. So my typical response to noise is an angry response. It's like, where is this noise coming from? I need to shut it off immediately or I am going to flip. Now, with kids, we know that they are pretty much a source of nothing but noise. Their talk, laughter, babbling, all of that. And that's normal for a child. And a child should be able to be in an environment where that is encouraged. So with me having that autistic trait and sound being so affecting me so much in an angry manner, the way that I was raising my kids, I was raising them around my disability, even though I didn't know that I had that disability. One of the things was I didn't buy my kids toys that made noise. One of the other things was that when they would, like, just say, that was this time my daughter, she popped a balloon on accident, and my typical response to that would be like to get an angry look in. There was this one time where I was looking at her and I gave her an angry look because she popped a balloon, and all of a sudden there was this loud bang. And that was my natural response. But I remember seeing the look of fear in my daughter's eyes, and that broke my heart because I didn't want her to be fearful of making noise, and I didn't want her to be fearful of me. You know, as a mother, you make up in your mind that you're going to do your best and you're going to provide for your child in a way that maybe you weren't provided for. And for me, I definitely wanted to give my kids the childhood that I didn't have, because for me, there was a lot of trauma in my childhood, and there wasn't a safe space within my childhood. And so I knew I didn't want that for my kids. And so that was one of my main goals. But still, there were areas where I failed at that. And that was one of those. The other is I like to isolate myself within my room. And so I enjoy my lonely time. And so, of course, you know, your kids, you love them, they love you, they want to be around you. And so that was another struggle that I had to overcome as well. So those were the two main struggles, and for the sake of this video, so it's not an hour long, those are the two struggles that we are going to go over with, and I'll tell you guys how I kind of overcame it. Okay, so with the noise thing, I basically had to retrain my kids how to be safe with me and to gain their trust back. And not that I would harm them, but I needed to erase that anxiety that I had created for everybody because of my disability. So one thing that I did was, when we would have an incident or something, like a balloon popping or maybe a drop of a glass and it breaks or something like that, then instead of my agitated response, I would laugh. And at first, you know, it took my kids a little while to kind of, you know, catch on to that, because they were used to me, you know, reacting in an agitated way. So I would just laugh, and then eventually they started laughing with me. And then if it was like a broken glass or something, then I would just be like, oh, we had an accident. You know, people have accidents. Accidents are fine, and it's okay to have accidents. And so eventually they learned to trust me again, and then the anxiety eased up, and then completely where we're at now, you know, they can make noise and have accidents, and then their initial reaction is not fear or, oh, I'm gonna get in trouble. So and that's one of the things that I'm proud of that I overcame, because I didn't want to create anxiety in my kids, and I did want to provide a safe space for them to be themselves, to make mistakes, to have accidents, because that's normal and that's a part of life. So now, like, I think my youngest daughter spilled something recently, and we started laughing, and she was like, I had an accident. And it's kind of weird that they still do the same thing, because she's like 9 or 10 now, and her reaction is still, you know, the same. I had an accident, but you know, she's saying it with a smile, and like, you know, or we may poke fun at her, like, oh, you wasted the water. So that was how I overcame the noise thing. Now I will say that I still because I didn't know of my diagnosis, then I would still suffer in silence. So I would allow the noise, but I just changed my reaction towards it. And that was very hard. I won't sit here and act like it was easy, because it wasn't. It definitely was a trial and error period, but it was something that I really, really wanted to do, and so I was over to overcome it. So now that I do have my diagnosis, I can use headphones, and that's fine. So if I'm in a living room where I know there's going to be a lot of noise and banter and all of that, I may put on my headphones, or sometimes I just suffer in silence. For my kids, I'm willing to do that. They love being around me. They love when we have family night, movie nights. And so my kids are very family oriented. So sometimes I just suffer in silence just because. Okay, so for the sake of time, I am actually gonna cover that other topic in another video, but you guys comment and let me know if you want me to kind of sort of do like a part 2, so I can discuss some of the other struggles that I had, because I really don't want to make this video too long. And so I really want to just go ahead and get to section 3 of this video, and that part is forgiveness. And so what I want to say to anyone out there, you may be parenting and you may not have autism, or you may be like me and you are parenting and you didn't know that you had autism. Please forgive yourself. I know that as a mom, as a parent, it's very easy for us to beat up on ourselves and to wallow in our failures. But that is not what we want you to do. That is not how you're going to be successful and get better. So forgive yourself. As a parent, you're not gonna be the perfect parent. None of us are. Even if we try with all of our ability, we're still not gonna be that perfect parent, and that's okay. We are all imperfect. We all make mistakes. But the point is that you want to recognize your mistakes, forgive yourself, even apologize to your kids, because I did many times, and I still do. If I mess up, I apologize to them. I have no problem doing that. But definitely forgive yourself, because I was able to grow within my failure. Because that moment that I saw that fear in my daughter's eyes, that was a moment of failure for me. And I knew that I didn't want that. And so I was able to grow from that failure. So don't beat yourself up. Don't feel bad about it. Forgive yourself and make it a point to just do better. So that is today's video. If you watched this far, then thank you for watching this far, and I would ask that you subscribe to my channel if you like my content, if you like this video, and also to hit the subscribe button. Well, not the subscribe button, the notification button, so you're notified each time that I post a video. And go ahead and give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. And like I said, this video is meant to be interactive, so definitely let's continue the conversation within the comments, and let me know, if you're a parent, what kind of struggles did you overcome going through your parenting journey. Share your tips, and so we all can learn from each other. Before I end the video, I do want to take a moment to shout out 2 other YouTubers that I follow who are also autistic. One is Lena, and she does music covers, and she has a really pretty and pleasant voice. And so You guys can check out her channel. I'm going to link it in the description box. And then there's also Jeremy Vlogs. I'm going to also link his video in the link his channel in the description box. He's another autistic creator, and he's a person of color, and so his channel features vlogs. And so if you're interested in that, then definitely go ahead and check out his channel. I know that I have a small platform, but I do want to share, you know, to help others grow, especially those who are like me or who can relate to me. So definitely, if you're looking for other content creators who are neurodivergent, then definitely check out their channels. But like I said, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video.